Yeah.
Hey folks.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Saturday Chat. This is Dave. I'm Ashley of SugarLimeBlue. This is the part of our week where we chat about the song we chose to do tomorrow for the Sunday shout out.
I am he.
That is not the song we chose to do. You're just late. He's late on the response today. He needs
I'm
more
on
coffee.
slow response.
Yeah, he needs more coffee. So the song we're doing this week is Love Potion number 9 by various artists.
Namely, the Searchers and the Clovers.
The Clovers, yeah.
And
First the Clovers, then the Searchers.
I was more familiar with the Searchers version for sure.
I was too, yeah.
However,
I very much enjoy the Clovers
also.
yeah.
And I think I prefer it actually now as an adult.
Well, I took notes because there was too much information. So the song was written by Mike Stoller, I don't know how you pronounce it, and Jerry Lieber.
Yeah.
And they wrote as a duo, which I found interesting because people that's what they did. They just kind of hung out with their writing partner and they made bunches of songs. So they worked extensively with the Coasters and with Elvis Presley. That's the majority of their songs came from there. So songs like Hound Dog, Kansas City, Yakety Yak, Poison Ivy, Jailhouse Rock, and Loving You, among others. There were tons of others.
Kind of a similar feel if you think about it. Like, I mean, they have a vibe. They got a vibe.
They do, for sure.
They got a vibe.
And Love Potion number 9.
Potion number 9.
So I did find that in our version, we did
Love Potion number 10.
We did reference Love Potion number 10.
Verse.
Yeah, because I thought it was clever and I liked it.
Yeah, it was clever. And that was on the
Clovers
version, right?
Yeah.
So
I also found it funny that like the bands of the time, they were the something or other. So it was the Searchers, the Clovers, the Coasters,
the Grateful Dead,
the Beatles.
We're the SugarLimeBlue.
No. And we are not. We are the members of SugarLimeBlue.
We are the. I wonder if there was ever a band called The. I know there was ever a band called Them.
Maybe they were but it was hard to...
Do you know that Them featured Van Morrison?
No.
Yeah. Before he
Who was in Them? This feels like a Who's on First beginning. Who was Them? No, but who was who? Because there is the Who.
Who was who? Them was them.
We need to not do this. Okay.
Who was the who? Them was them.
This feels like a Monday conversation.
Well, yeah. I mean, it can only get more confusing from here, I think.
I think so. So
Love Potion number 9, I think that it's a timeless song. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's a timeless song. It
literally references time. It says 1956.
But it was released before that, the first version, I think, wasn't it?
Was it? No, I thought it was 1959. I could be wrong.
Okay, maybe.
I don't know. I didn't take all the notes.
I don't know, no. Yeah, you're right. 59, and then the other one was like in 63 or something like that.
I know it was like 3 years later, but I know that in the lyric it references 1956, and we actually talked about the possibility of changing it. Number one, we could change it to be gender specific for me to sing, so it could be I was a flop with dudes since 2022 or something like that. But we opted not to. I know.
You didn't change it?
No, we opted not to. So you can look forward to that.
This time around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to say it's timeless, not because it has stood the test of time, but which it did, I think.
Has.
But also, like, it's one of those transgenerational songs. Like, it scans, like, multiple age groups, right?
Yeah.
Like, I liked it when I was a kid. Like,
it's fun. I think there's something to the beat that's a lot of fun. I think it's
a fun. Well, just the whole thing.
It's just a fun song. Like, I will say this though, I have learned, and we try to be better as we learn that a gypsy is not. That's a slur now. But Roma doesn't sing there.
Right.
So like the group of people that would be classified to some as gypsy, and there's like. I think we've touched on it before. Roma is the correct term. So just as we didn't change the gender or the time frame there, we also kept that line. So
yeah, I think it has to do with how you're applying it sometimes. It's like yeah.
I mean, you couldn't fit in there like fortune teller or something like that. It was too big a word to fit into the line. So, and it is from a different era.
It's like well, I don't think that for the longest time people didn't understand maybe the plight of that people, and they kind of romanticized it.
Right. Yeah. Just kind of like a vagabond lifestyle
instead of
sort of
having
thing.
like really like been driven from their home, and I only have a loose grasp of it. That
Right.
They thought it was more.
It's not a taught history.
People associate more like a gypsy with a free spirit and a willingness to roam, and instead of what it actually.
Well, I've known, there's a lot of companies in the world or boutique type stores that they reference gypsy in that same spirit of like it's a free spirit or a nomadic sort of
it kind of goes with change,
which is also that's also an appropriated thing. Like Bohemian, there are people from Bohemia that's like a culture. It's not a
feeling in your life.
Well, not just that. It's not like a style of clothing or a aesthetic for your home. And so I just, where we can be careful not to tread on people's pain, I think we should.
Yeah.
And I know that there are people that feel different kinds of ways about being politically correct. I don't feel like it's politically correct
to respect people.
And respect their pain and their people's pain. So I just want to say, we didn't change the lyric. We also are trying to be respectful of a people's pain, acknowledge a people's pain. Yeah.
There's a lot of songs that use the word, and we do have to acknowledge, though, I think that, when you're being politically correct, intent,
Well, again,
but also,
I don't think being
ignorance doesn't give
permission. Yeah. Well, I just don't think I think politically correct is an outdated term, truly, because I don't care about being politically correct. I don't think that's even in the thing. I said, it's protecting people. I care about people.
I like to try to understand other people's opinions on things, like on the other side of the coin, so to speak. So it's actually one of the first things I used ChatGPT for was, and I said, why?
Help me understand.
Help me understand. This is a very good way to use ChatGPT. I think while many people are afraid of it and they're using it for, it's going to replace things. That doesn't mean it can't help widen our knowledge too. So I said to ChatGPT, I said, can you help me understand why gypsy would be considered a slur to some people? And then after reading it, I was like, oh, okay. And I've never been close enough to anybody that would consider themselves of that culture
Roma.
Or known them, to understand the plight of that.
Yeah, we haven't had
where I could sympathize with
a human in our lives. Yeah,
come to understand why people would consider
the plight.
Slur.
Exactly. Because there are things I don't understand just because not every culture can run in my circle, right? I keep it.
Right.
We're busy doing our life, and that only allows for a few people on the inner circle, and then a few more people on a bigger circle, and then our wider scope of people is large, but you don't really get to know those people like you do the people in your inner circle. So we haven't had the privilege of interacting with all cultures, believe it or not. So, but we still want to have respect for people that have a different lived experience than us, and I think that that's important. That's empathy. That's compassion, and I think part of what we're trying to do by putting music out into the world is to reignite people's slumbering empathy and slumbering compassion.
Well, I agree, and I think that people will have catch all kind of feelings about it, and say things like, "Oh, well, it's just a word," or
yes,
that's not what I mean by it. And okay, that's fine. However,
let's have a conversation then. Let's have a discussion about it.
The word started as a negative connotation, and then it got adapted to some other meaning. That doesn't take away.
Well, also,
that doesn't take away the gravity of what it could mean
to somebody else. Exactly.
There's a million words. Be better.
Exactly. Well, that's for me, and this is my opinion. Just all these chats are. This is just David's opinion. And you can have a differing one and still be our friend. And
you can also say, we did the song and we weren't offended.
Yeah. Also, so for me, if I come to the knowledge that a certain word or a phrase causes somebody to experience pain, even if it's just minor pain, well, you know what? It doesn't hurt me at all to exchange my verbiage. That doesn't hurt me. It takes a little more time for me to get used to not saying something in the way that I have before. But that really, it doesn't hurt my feelings, where potentially it could hurt somebody else's feelings if I don't make that change.
And I want to say one last thing on the subject. So in my kind of closing thought on that particular subject of gypsy is that I don't know for a fact that it's offensive to other people. Like I said, I've never met those people.
It could be, yeah.
But I would so I don't know. All I know is I went and I said, why could it be considered?
Yes.
In an effort to understand it better.
Yeah.
Now, I've chosen, we have a song, it's called Gypsy River, which is describing a river. And we've chosen
the name of a river.
If somebody came to us and said, well, I found that deeply offensive, I would probably take that into consideration.
Yes. Yeah.
However, that hasn't happened.
And it's the thing.
And
you consider
more of
there.
An awareness for me.
Exactly. And the thing that you consider there is the name of it's a name of a fictional river, right? And to us it meant it was
a wandering river.
Nomadic.
Yeah,
it was nomadic, but it was also in a loop. It was a circular thing, the thing that like a karma sort of a thing. And it wasn't negative to us.
And what I didn't understand
when we wrote it,
from the
we
reading
didn't know
of not to get too off on this rabbit trail, but we've already kind of gone
we're down.
What I don't
we're
understand about gypsy is I don't know if that's a word that originated just as
a slur,
or if it's a word
that's slowly morphed over time,
that has been appropriated.
So perhaps some more research on our part.
Yeah. So, anyways, moving on. The song was fun to play.
The song was a lot of fun to play, and it reminded me of some of the songs that I listened to when I was a kid that, especially around spooky season, that it was Monster Mash and
it reminded me of that
Purple People Eater, that kind of thing.
It does. I mean, it takes you back to that
we
time.
wore our purple today. We should have done Purple People Eater.
Right.
Oh, well.
It does remind me, when you mentioned the other song, it kind of reminds me of the same feeling I had, the first time I heard the song Yakety Yak. I was when I heard it and I was a child, I remember hearing the song and going this is a song that's out there.
Yeah.
And it delighted me because it's adults have fun. That's cool.
That's it exactly. Yeah.
And I think a lot of times as musicians, just as people in general, maybe not just as musicians, let's just say as people in general, especially in the times we live in, we take ourselves a little too seriously. So
we get caught up in the survival of things.
I wanted to have a song that brought some levity.
Yeah.
And hopefully everybody enjoyed it this week.
Yeah. We hope you enjoy it tomorrow.
And sing along.
Yeah.
I want to hear you.
Have fun.
I want to hear you all the way in my house. Sing along.
What's your favorite spooky season song? What do you like? We've done a lot over the years.
We have a couple too. So if you want to check out our spooky season songs on Spotify, we have a song called Carve Your Name, which is about gravestones and kind of
we've got a fun kind of monster mashy one. El Chupacabra.
El Chupacabra, which is what I say happens when Scooby-Doo meets Mexican folklore. And if it sounds interesting to you, we have a great video of it as well. Yeah. A great video of the El Chupacabra, and I would highly recommend if you want to laugh.
It's fun.
Have a little spook this season, play it.
Yeah.
And other than that,
we hope you enjoy our chats on Saturday and our Sunday shout out tomorrow. We'll see you there, and we'll see you next week for another Saturday chat. Have a great week.
Have a great week.